Hello guys, today I have brought you the basic chapter of free body diagrams. We will see how we are going to mark the forces when the block is at rest, when the block is moving, when the block is at the inclined plane, when the block is on the pulleys. All the things we are going to cover in this chapter. It will be very useful for your revision also and for the beginners also who are going to study the mechanics either in 10th class or 11th class. So this is the basic module for them. So let us start with the chapter. Now let us take the first example, first case. You have a horizontal surface or horizontal table and you have a block. On this table, this block is resting and this block is having the mass m. Then what are the forces basically will be acting on this when it is at rest? Naturally, it will have its weight which will be acting on the ground or on the table like this. This force will be mg. This is called gravitational force. And of course, there will be a reaction from this table to the block, and that is R. And in this equilibrium position, what will be the condition? R, your reaction will be equal to mg. Now, suppose this there is a force acting on this. And it is moving. Then what will be the acceleration with which it will be moving? Will be nothing but F upon M, because this F will be equal to M into A. Whenever a body is moving and a force is acting on this, then there will always be an acceleration to the body, and that acceleration into mass will give you the force. So for a moving block on this surface, if it is having a smooth surface, means there is no friction or friction coefficient equal to 0. Now let us take the second example. This body is moving this force is acting. Again, similar forces you can mark. But this is not a smooth, means it is a frictional surface and coefficient of friction is this. Then what will be the, first of all, frictional force? Suppose frictional force is this, and this will be nothing but mu, and this will be of course this F will be acting against the motion, because friction will always oppose the moment of motion. So you can always write, in this case, what will be the F net, means net force acting on the body will be nothing but F minus F. And if a body is moving with acceleration A, then, and this you can write it as F minus. Now R, if you see horizontally or vertically, there are two forces. That means for vertical equilibrium, R has to be equal to mg. So this can be written as F minus mu mg, or in acceleration in this case will be F minus mu mg divided by m. So this is the case where the block is either at rest or moving on the surface, and surface is smooth, or having friction whose coefficient of friction is mu. What is mu? Mu is nothing but coefficient of correct. Now let us take the example of block which is having inclined force. Suppose you are applying the force in this direction, then what will happen? First case you can take, or this you can mark it as third case, and this surface is smooth, correct? Then suppose this force is inclined with the horizontal with the angle theta, then naturally what will happen? This force will have two components, F cos theta and F sin theta. And of course, there will be a gravitational force and there will be a reaction, normal reaction. Remember, this R is always perpendicular to the plane. In this case, what will happen? If we resolve the forces horizontally and vertically, then we can write it as R plus F sin theta. This must be equal to mg, and horizontally, naturally, this is moving with acceleration a. That means F cos theta will be nothing but m into a. Correct? So here A is F cos theta upon M, and R is what? R is your reaction. So you can find out the reaction, you can find out the acceleration. Now, this force is suppose having friction. Now this block is moving with acceleration A on a frictional surface. Then naturally there will be a friction force in the opposite direction of the movement, and in that case, what will be the conditions? Your conditions will be R plus F sine theta must be equal to mg, correct? So R is nothing but mg minus F sine theta. Your F will be, frictional force will be mu R, and that will be equal to mu mg minus F sine theta, correct? And let us now that let us resolve vertically, sorry, horizontally. Then what will happen? Your F cos theta minus F will be nothing but MA, correct? So in this case, A will be F cos theta minus F upon M will give you the acceleration when the block is moving on a frictional surface and an inclined force is acting on the block. Now this is equivalent to you are pulling the block. Now let us take the example of you are pushing the block. In this case, what will happen? Let us take, this is a frictional surface. Then you are pushing the block, it is moving in this direction with acceleration A. So naturally your Friction force will be in this direction. Now, let us mark the forces here. Just see here, gravitational force will act downwards and a reaction will be like this. This force can be resolved in horizontal component as well as in vertical component, and this will be nothing but F cos theta, and this is where F sin theta. Correct. So here again, R will be here, R will be equal to F sin theta plus mg. If we go by this, then R will be F sin theta plus mg, and your frictional force will be mu R, and this will be nothing but mu F sin theta plus mg. Correct. What about horizontal? Horizontal forces are basically your again F cos theta minus F will be nothing but ma, and with this F cos theta minus F will be your, this will be your acceleration. Correct. And suppose your, in this case, suppose your surface is smooth, then if surface is smooth, then F will be 0 because mu will be 0. You can put these 0 values, then you can get the equations, equilibrium equations in case of if the surface is smooth. So this is how we can solve our problems when the block is either at rest or moving at the horizontal surface. Now we will take up these issues when the surface is inclined.